Girly Pops, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kimberly and I'm so glad to have you here. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I feel like I've seen you, since I feel like we've chatted. What is up? What has this year been like for you so far? We are coming to the end of this month and I'm feeling good about this month. Like, I feel like I've been on track. I feel like I've been consistent. I feel like I have been, like, I've had a goal. I've set a goal. I've set some goals, and I feel like everything that I've kind of done this month has been on track to that. But girl, I'm not gonna lie, I've been wanting a soda so bad. Like, I want a crisp Diet Coke from McDonald's so bad. But we have not been eating out, and slay, girly, like slay. You do not understand how much we eat out, like how much we have eaten out over the years. It got to the point where we were like so sick of everything. Our kids were like, no, I don't want to go there. Even like nice sit down restaurants, especially drive-throughs, Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's, McDonald's, what have you, like so many things. And it was a struggle every time we would go out because we're like, we already had that. We already had that. We've already eaten there. We've already eaten there like 2 or 3 times this month. What else? And even during the week, we live 45 minutes from the city. And sometimes during the week, we would just get up and go because it was like, oh, we don't want to make anything for dinner. I didn't take anything out. Let's just go. Let's just go grab something. Huh? And it was a huge wake up call to me once, like, we hit this really hard financial spot towards the end of last year. I would say from like September to November, we were in this really rough patch. And I was like, we have got to buckle down. And it was so eye-opening, and it really made me realize like how much I could do on such a tight budget, and how much I don't need to go out to eat, how much I don't need to go thrifting every Friday, how much I don't need to, which by the way, I've only gone to the thrift store once this week. I haven't gone anywhere this week. It snowed here, and so I've been snowed in. The girls finally got to go back to school on Wednesday. And like, thank God, because we were all getting cabin fever. But I've only gone thrifting once this month, and it was for a specific reason, and that's when I got the overalls. I was wearing the overalls today, and then I ended up taking them off just to put some sweats on because I had to do like laundry and stuff. I ran to the store real quick, got all cute, made some videos, and then came back home, and I was like, absolutely not. Hold on, I've got to go get my coffee. The microwave is yelling at me, so all right, I've got my coffee. I just did a little instant coffee and almond milk. So it's like a little iced brown sugar latte. That's another thing, is that I have not gone out for coffee. I have not gone out for a sparkling water. We have been cooking here at home. I've been having my coffee here. Of course, I've been doing the Celsius, but I think I am gonna stop that because I feel like every time I drink one, I just constantly feel like I have to go to the bathroom. So I don't know if it's like messing with my kidneys or something. So I don't know. I may have one like here and there, but I don't think I'm gonna do them every day anymore. So yeah. But what is up with you? What is new? What have you been up to? Have you made a plan? Have you been following your goals? Girl, look at this. I have not even put up my Christmas stuff. I mean, I took it down and put it up, but we haven't put it outside. First of all, our storage is, I think I told you this, it has like a leak in the roof and all these things, and I just want to knock it down and get an entirely new one. So hopefully maybe like this summer we can do that. We can get a new one. But for now, I'm just gonna make sure that everything is like tightly sealed, put it in there, and then maybe put like a tarp over it or something. Child is ghetto over here. But what have I been up to? That's so good. That's crazy. So I'm still doing 75 hard, 75 medium, whatever. At this point, it's like, can I even call it 75 hard, 75 medium? Like, I don't know. But if nothing else, this challenge has made me be consistent. It has helped me to not quit, because if you know, you know, I will start something and I'll go hard at it for a few weeks, a month or something. And then as soon as I see results, I'm like, done. Done. And honestly, I haven't wanted to do that with this challenge. Like, I have not found myself wanting to say, okay, I'm done. Like, I just can't do this anymore, or I'm bored with this, or anything like that. And that has been so surprising to me. Like, I've surprised myself with that, and I think my husband too, because I'll be like, I'm going for my walk, or I'm gonna work out, and he's like, you're gonna work out like right now, even though it's like 10 p.m. or something. And I'm like, yeah, I have to get my workout in. And with that being said, I did have like started my period this past week, and I kind of hit like a rough patch where I felt like, sorry, this angle is kind of weird. Maybe I'm sitting too far up. But I kind of felt like, so I always get like really bad PMS, probably like the first day and the day before. And so I was just feeling really like down, and I didn't want to do anything. And then of course, like the first day of my period was super heavy, and then the snow/ice storm came, and we were shut in our house all together, and our house is so small, and everyone was bored, and I was overstimulated and all the things. I did get in a couple workouts, but I didn't work out every single day. So I think I missed maybe 2 or 3 workouts during that time period. But I was talking to my husband, and I told him that I thought it was my period at first, like making me feel that way. But honestly, and I think I've mentioned this before, but I have struggled pretty much my entire life with anxiety and depression. And I think that I was just kind of having like an episode, I guess, if you want to call it that, where I just didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want anyone to talk to me. I didn't want to talk to anyone. My husband was like, do you want your phone? And I was like, absolutely not. Like, that's the dryer. I was like, go find like a lake or something and throw it in there. Like, I don't want to be on my phone. I don't want to see my phone. I don't want to interact with anyone. I just wanted to disconnect, completely disconnect. And then I had a long chat with him when I was telling him all of this, and I just let it all out, and it felt so good to, I guess, just get it out there and verbalize like what I had been feeling. Also to kind of like let myself know what I was feeling, because I think that I was struggling so much with how I felt. I couldn't even really put it into words, and I really didn't even know what I was feeling. So trying to explain it to him, to kind of let him know, like, it's not you, it's not the girls, it's not, you know, anything going on within our, you know, our little bubble, our life, or anything. It has nothing to do with anyone else. It's just me, and I don't know why I'm feeling this way. I do, however, think that sometimes I'll kind of like go off my meds. I only take one medication for my OCD and anxiety, but sometimes I'll be feeling good and I'll forget to take it because I'm feeling good, and then I'll remember to take it because I start feeling bad again. And I think that I hadn't taken it for so long, and when I started taking it again, combined with everything else, like having my period, being cooped up in the house, not being able to go for my walks, not working out, being thrown off of my routine, just all of those things combined, along with starting my medication again, it just all really took a toll on me. And so I say all this to say, please take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health just as much as you take care of your physical health. And I think that when you are taking care of your physical health, your mental health just starts to like flourish. And when you are taking care of your physical health and your body, like, you start feeling good, and you're feeding yourself whole foods, good foods, you're not eating out, you're not having like sugary sodas or like fake sugar sodas, and you're not having all these sweets, and you're not like filling your body with junk, and you're moving your body, and all of those things, I think, just go hand in hand with helping your mental health. So all of that long-winded discussion, whatever, rant, to say, take care of yourself and make it a priority. even if you don't have any like weight loss goals, or you're not like on a fitness journey or anything like that, just please make sure that you are taking care of yourself every single day, that you are remembering to take any of your medications that you're needing to take. If you're low on iron, remember to take your iron. If you need to take like a B complex, please remember to do that. If you take a daily vitamin, don't forget that, take that. And just be as consistent as you possibly can, because that, I feel like, really has made such a difference in my life. Like being consistent, having a routine, being on track, and accomplishing goals, even if they're tiny goals, even if they're small goals. If it's like, for me, keeping my house nice, and it's not always like super clean. I have dogs and I have kids, and but so it's not always super tidy, but it's clean, the floor's cleared, things are in places that they need to be. I've kind of like gotten rid of the clutter around here. So just take care of yourself and take care of your space. And I think that along with that, you will start achieving, everything that you want. But I also don't think that you can do that without a plan. So grab your notebook, make a list. What do you want to do first? What's next? Write out everything that you want to accomplish this year, even if it's just 1 or 2 things. If it's 10 things, like, go you. I know that on some days I'm like, okay, I'm also going to start doing this, and I'm also going to start doing this. And I'm like, girl, reel it in, calm down. You're not like, you're going to overwhelm yourself. So for me, it's not realistic to set, all 20 goals that I have for myself in a book, or like write it down in my book or in my notes app or whatever. But it is beneficial to me to have these bigger goals and even smaller goals, to just say like, okay, by the time, this comes around, I want to have accomplished this. By the time we hit summer, I want to have saved this amount of money. Just things like that. Even if it's just, I really want to go on this trip so badly this year, and so I am going to set $5 aside every time I have $5. I did that one time, or we did that one time, me and Derek, and we ended up with it was like $200 after like a month or 2. And so every time we came across a $5 bill, we just set it aside, set it aside, set it aside. And it added up. So if you have goals, write them down, make a plan, and then every day wake up with intentions to put that plan in play so that you can accomplish those goals. I 100% think that it is important to have goals. It's always important to at least have one goal at all times, even if that's simply waking up as soon as your first alarm goes off, if that is being in bed by 10 p.m., no later, if that is reading 30 minutes of your book, if that is spending 10 minutes in the morning in prayer and devotion, if that's, not having sodas anymore, or only having 1 soda a day when you've been drinking 3 sodas a day. Like, your goal doesn't have to be something extravagant and life-changing, but with consistency, it will become life-changing. And in a couple months, in a few months, you won't even be able to recognize yourself. Like, I'm looking at myself right now in this camera, and I'm like, girl, who are you? Because I'm not gonna cry on this camera, but almost a year ago, we were in New Mexico, and we were on our spring break trip. And I remember looking at the photos after that, and that was kind of like my wake-up call. Like, I had bought this new sweater and I loved it, and I was wearing it proudly and all the things. And Carson, our oldest daughter, had my phone, and so she was taking pictures of everyone and things like that. And then I had grabbed my phone at one point and looked at it, and I was like, I was speechless. And that was after I had already learned, like, I had weighed myself and realized that I was coming up on 200 pounds, and I had never even been over 160 pounds. And so that, for me, at my 5'4", frame, it was an eye-opener. It was shocking, and I did not recognize myself. Not only did I not recognize myself because of how I looked, I just didn't recognize the person that I was. Like, I wasn't I've always been someone who loves fashion. I've always been someone who loves like doing my hair, going the extra mile, doing my makeup, all those things. And I wasn't doing any of those things. And for me, that's a form of self care. For some people, they're like, why are you getting makeup? Like, where are you going? You're not going anywhere. Why do you do what? And I'm like, because it makes me feel good about myself. It makes me feel like I'm ready for anything. Like if someone were to call me right now and be like, "Hey, I'm coming into town. Like, can you meet me?" Like if I had a family member from out of town or a friend, you know, that was like, "Hey, can you and the kids come meet?" Like I would be ready. I would be ready to go. And I wouldn't have to, you know, get ready or like I know it makes me feel good whenever my husband gets home. And not that he would ever like ask this of me, but it makes me feel so good whenever he gets home and he's like, "Wow, where are you going?" Or "Where'd you go?" Or "You look nice," or something like that, because I've done my hair and I'm not in my pajamas anymore, and I'm not like, I have a little bit of makeup on, sometimes even just like mascara and lip gloss or something. But that makes me feel good, like being able to be the girl that he married, because that is. And yeah, I was going through a hard season of life, and I kind of like let myself go in all the aspects. But like looking at myself now, I'm like, girl, who are you? Because I'm recognize myself again. I'm like, okay, yeah, that is me. I am her. And like, hey girl, this wouldn't have happened if I wouldn't have set a goal and stuck to the plan. So if you're struggling right now, just start there. Start there. Get you a piece of paper, get the back of an envelope, whatever it is, write down 1 to 5 goals that you have for this year, and then right next to it, write down how you're going to achieve those goals, how you're going to accomplish each and every single one of those things, no matter how big or small. And then I want you to start being in prayer about that, but not only being in prayer about that, taking action. Literally every morning and every night thinking about how can I do better tomorrow, or how can I maximize my time today, accomplish everything that I want to accomplish. How can I be the person that I want to be? Because nobody is going to do it for you. Nobody's going to come and save you. And when I would hear those things, I'm like, okay, whatever, like, yeah, no, duh. But it's so true. Like, nobody's gonna come and save you. Nobody is gonna come and do it for you. Your husband can't do it for you. Your mom can't do it for you. Your sister's not gonna do it for you. Your children are not gonna do it for you. And all these people are gonna go on and live their lives and fulfill their dreams and do whatever they want to do, and everyone around you. So are you going to continue looking at your phone, scrolling, and wishing that you had a cleaner house, that you wore cuter clothes, that you know, had a nicer body, or were more active or stronger or whatever? Are you going to sit there and scroll and wish on these things, or are you going to take action and take control of your life? Because it is your life and you are the only one that can change it. So are you going to do that, or are you going to continue to not recognize yourself and one day get hit hard with this reality of, wow? Because I don't want that for you. I don't want that for me anymore. I had to get so sick and tired of myself and all of my BS and say, no, I'm not doing this anymore. And it feels so good. And I say this because I know how hard it is to be a mom. I know how hard it is to be a woman. And I know that the comparison game, no matter how hard you try, the comparison game is always going to be there. And it's always going to be, well, once you're happy with yourself and once you truly know who you are and you are joyful and you can be honest with yourself, the comparison game kind of like, yeah, sure, here and there, you'll be like, oh, wow, yeah. But it's not like in a way that it's like, oh, well, crap, look at me and look at them. It's more of a, I need to step up my game type of comparison thing. Like, I want to be better. And so I think that if you dig deep and you finally become the person that you want to be, all of that comparison is out the window. So I know this is long-winded, but I love you. I'm here for you. I want to encourage you and I want you to be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. So let's do this together. Find me on Instagram. Let's chat in DMs. Drop a comment and let me know what your biggest or smallest, whatever you feel like sharing with me. Let me know what your goal is for, like, what your most favorite goal for this year is. And yeah, can't wait to see you in the next video. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok. My TikTok's a little bit different. It's a little bit more, I am who I am over there. But Belzy, no. I have to go get my kids from school. So I will see you next time. Let's chat. Miss y'all. Want to chat with y'all. So yeah, come see me on Instagram, Facebook. On Facebook, I'm Millennial Girl Mom because it won't let me change my name. But come and visit me over there. Come chat. I always have new topics every day. Just a little something something. So yeah, we are busy blooming over here. I follow this girl on YouTube, and she is her account is called Busy Blooming, and shout out to her. She just got the platinum like YouTube button, the YouTube play button. And shout out to her. Her space is called Busy Blooming, and so I'm like, we're busy blooming, but we are busy getting our lives together. So anyways, I gotta go. So love y'all. Bye.